Hi guys, and welcome to the module on a simple CRM. Okay, so if you've worked in sales before or business or something similar to sales, you're going to have some sort of software that helps you keep track of interactions, generally from like a sales point of view. So CRM, customer relationship management. So this one relates to quite simply the Google Calendar. Okay, so essentially, when I'm dealing with leads that come in off Facebook or from the web or something like that, then they generally drop into some sort of spreadsheet. In most cases, I find that it's Google Sheets. As a result of that, this is then processed to some degree by myself. So these are the scenarios that tend to happen. So Fred Flintstone will drop into the lead sheet blank. Now, if say for example, I dial Fred, first thing first, I'm going to send him like a pre-call SMS, which is going to be covered in a different module, in a different sub-module. So every time as soon as there's some sort of contact with Fred, then I color coordinate amber. So I've sent him his pre-call SMS. I send him a call, okay, and then it's an absolute abysmal call, or doesn't work on some level. Say for example, he doesn't live anywhere near, can't do the timings, just end up, a completely bad fit for whatever reason. Bang, Fred's dead. Fred's out there, he's a blowout, yeah, that's red. So amber means that he's still available to call. So you call him a little bit later in the day, you don't get anything. After I've done a call and there's no reply, I send a very simple message. Hi Fred, it's James here, calling from James's gym. You free for a chat? And I know for that SMS too. So I know he's had the full repertoire. So when I'm going into call, I know I don't need to send any more SMSs or anything like that. Although there should be a history on your phone anyway, if you're using a mobile phone. So that's Fred, he's gone through the full repertoire. Speak to Fred, have a blazing call, having life, get him signed up. And then he goes green. That's to show a sale. Speak to Fred, and he's a good fit, but not for your program. Maybe another program like PT or bodybuilding or something like that. Or that's not what your transformation or whatever your program's all about. Just call him purple. And that means that, say for example, if you're running a campaign in the future that might relate to Fred, bodybuilding in there, whatever you want to put. Okay, so at least the lead's not lost there in the leads that are going to be dropping in. Sometimes Fred just had a call just before doing this, and the geezer had to brush off. Absolutely killed the close. Felt like running over and jumping through a plate glass window. Does my head in sometimes. But essentially, you're going to need to follow him up. So he said, follow me up tomorrow. Okay, such is the nature of the beast sometimes. So, like say for example, it's the 1st of June, follow him up on the 2nd of June. Said midday, so we say PM call. Okay, so we have a little look. Well, actually, we use today's date because this relates to the Google Calendar. So he said follow up. Follow up with me a little bit later today, say it's 5 o'clock in the evening. Today's date. Obviously, I'm doing it quite slow. Obviously, if you're doing it as slow all the time, you're going to do your own nap for it. Okay, so I just say, right, Fred Flintstone. Yeah, cut and paste. Cut the whole thing if you want. There we go, the Google Calendars. You can see I've been a good boy. I've blocked off my day. Got calls in there. I'll try to send films. Flintstone said he wanted to call at 5 o'clock. So paste, Fred, put a bit of detail, more options. Put a bit of detail in there. Yeah, cut off during call. to lose install every driver. Yeah. So I'll re-jog your memory then. Half an hour appointment, hopefully less than that, if he picks up. And then bang, you're over to your CRM. And then that's you then. If I not speak to him, you might chin you off, not get hold of him. So I just plonk it on for the next day then and update it accordingly. Didn't answer the call yesterday. And that's generally the height of it. However you want to work it, it's up to you. Generally what I find, if people haven't picked up the phone twice, after three calls, you just bin them, because it's just not worth your time and hassle. If they really want to do it, then they're generally going to get back to you. I mean, there's been probably instances, maybe 1 in 100, where I just call them repeatedly and they finally pick up the phone and says, oh yeah, my phone was at my friend's house or something like that. Yeah, let's get signed up. It's like, look me, what was that all about? So persistence does pay sometimes, but it depends, I suppose, on how many leads you're dealing with. If you're dealing with loads, then you just haven't got time to do it. So I'd say a good benchmark is 3 and a week. So say, for example, poor Fred, the one that doesn't want it, bang, he's off the list anyway. So I've blocked off my days like a good lad. So I'm just about to start a call drive for the day now. I've got 1 call in there. Again, a lorry driver as it goes. Just see if we can convert him. Actually, he's a mechanic. And my evening calls. So in my mid slots here, you can see I'm recording here for the program. So it gives me the freedom to do my day. So you can work these around your sessions if you're the gym owner, stroke deliverer of fitness, stroke sales, like I'm sure a lot of people are. And that's my day plan blocked off, which we'll talk about in another chapter as well. Okay, so that's the simple use of CRM. The reason some appointments are red, some are blue. Red means I need to make that one. Blue means it's a float there, they're kind of wishy-washy. But with this one, you can read a hard and fast range one. And if there's 2 side by side, you're going to go for the red one above the blue one. The blue one you haven't firmed up a time or anything like that, So importance levels, red means get it done. Blue is like, if it works, it works. If not, just try and call them within that time frame. And that's the fluidity of it. I mean, whatever's going to work for yourself. I mean, if you're dealing with a lot higher volume of calls, something else might need to give, or you might have to formulate something. But this is like a basic plan that I use, and it works quite nicely. Okay, so this is like the basic CRM. If it's you, kind of a sole entity, probably works. If it's a team, I would say lose a little bit of structure doing it this way, and you're probably better off with a pipe drive or something like that. But I hope that works for you, gives you that clarity. And don't forget, you can forward this into like a month or something. Just keep your notes fairly consistent so you kind of know where you're at. Okay, sweet. See you in the next video.